Alright, part 2 of fastest way to level up in Emerald. So I mentioned in the previous part that this is without trading, but I will include this is also without glitching, cheating, or emulator speed hacks. So none of that, just the way the game is meant to be played without being able to trade. Cloning rare candies will always be the best way to level up, so if you don't mind glitching, I have a video for that in the description. So I might have found a strategy that actually beats the Elite Four, so we're gonna look at that, but we have a few other spots to look at. So let's get into the first one. So the interviewers Gabby and Ty, they actually stopped moving after 255 rematches. So in order to test it, don't ask how long it took, we can easily rematch them by biking up to the next route and coming back down. In this case, it will be better to use a move like Surf that doesn't take out the user since we can rematch them so fast. 1365 XP from the last video to 2672 now. Solid. Route 117. It's a little embarrassing to say I didn't even consider testing it at first, and it turns out to be very close to the interviewers in terms of XP per minute, even after they stop moving. So there's a Reddit post that explains how rematches work that I'll put down below, but basically after 255 steps, which is around 20 seconds on a mock bike, there's a 31% chance that they want to rematch you when you enter the route they're in. So you battle the 2 breeders, you take the double battle and the 2 marathon runners, or whatever they are, and reset with the bike. It's hard to get the exact number here, but I grinded this area for 10 minutes multiple times and ended up with an average of 2600 XP per minute. That's while also one-shotting all the Pokemon and healing once. We can also rematch gym leaders, but it's a little bit more tricky. You need to have become the champion, then after 20 trainer battles or 60 wild Pokemon battles, there's a chance one of the gym leaders want to battle you again. And after 5 rematches, they will have all Pokemon around level 50 to 60, so this is something to look out for after training against 20 trainers in Route 117 for example. You could check the Pokénav and see if they want to battle. Since there's a gym right next to 117, you could just bike in there, do the rematch, which is a double battle by the way. So you can use a Pokemon with Surf next to the Pokemon you're training, and then afterwards go back to fighting trainers at 117. Norman, your dad, in Petalburg City has a Blissey level 57 and a couple of Slackings on the 5th rematch, probably giving the most XP out of all the gym trainers. Alright, so we have to talk about Pickup. Pickup is an ability where if you win a battle, there's a 10% chance it will have a held item. From level 41, there's a 10% chance of getting rare candies as a held item. And you can bring up to 6 of these in your party, making it quite a good strategy for leveling, since you can level up using rare candies. Zigzagoon and Linoon are typical Pokemon that have pickup in Emerald, but you could also get Teddiursa, Phanpy, Aipom, and Meowth. This makes each Pokemon with pickup have 1% chance of getting a rare candy after every battle, so a party of 6 would give 6% chance, meaning you should get 1 rare candy every 17 battles. And I tried to battle wild Pokemon as fast as possible using the White Flute, which you can get in Fallerbur Town or to the right of Fallerbur Town in that house. And it increases the wild encounter rates, and with an Acro Bike that starts faster than the Mach Bike, I was able to defeat 16 wild Pokemon in 5 minutes, giving me 1 rare candy every 5 minutes on average. So the XP per minute from eating candies would depend on the amount of XP your Pokemon needs. And if your Pokemon needs 10k, those 5 minutes needed to get 1 candy would give you 10,000 XP, meaning 2,000 per minute. And it only gets better the more you need. So by looking at the XP chart on Bulbapedia, we can see most Pokemon need around level 60 to need 10,000 or more for 1 level up. So giving rare candies earlier than level 60 would probably not be efficient. However, you could also combine this trick by having 4 or 5 in your party while training, and then maybe save up until you can reach level 100 with candies. Something interesting though is if your Pokemon Cry is short, you save maybe up to a second every battle, so I should not have evolved my Zigzagoon here as Linoon has a long Cry. Before I show the last training spot, I want to give an honorable mention to 2 training spots that didn't quite get there in terms of XP per minute, but it could be refreshing if you want to do something a little different. The first one is the Ditto Cave in the Fallerbur Town, where you can switch out to Rayquaza or any other Pokemon with a high XP rate against Dittos. The best would be a Blissey, but we would need to trade for that. Defeating the transformed Ditto will then give the XP as if we defeated Rayquaza at level 40 or whatever level the Ditto was. The second place you can go is Artisan Cave underneath the Battle Frontier, where you could only encounter Smeargles level 40 to 50. A trick is to have a Pokemon with the ability Pressure, Hustle, or Vital Spirit first in your party, as it will make wild Pokemon 50% likely to be at the highest level they can be in that area. Have it fainted and first in your party, combine it with the White Flute, and you have a pretty good farming strategy for wild Pokemon battles. Now this last spot is actually insane. Remember the part I said about being able to rematch trainers after 255 steps? You can do that with Wally as well. As it turns out, battling Wally is not a daily event. Wally can be found at the end of Victory Road, and here is the strategy I found to be most effective. If he doesn't want to battle, leave the cave and do 20 seconds on the Mach Bike. Use a repel to avoid encountering wild Pokemon before entering the cave. Now since there is a 31% chance he will battle you when entering, I found that it's faster and more consistent if we just enter multiple times right away to increase the odds of getting the battle. So I go in and out, but the third time is when I check for the battle. If he won't fight you, repeat until he does. At his 5th rematch, his Pokemon will be from 53 to 57, giving more than 10,000 XP per battle. In 11 minutes and 5 seconds, I was able to do 5 battles, giving me 4,542 XP per minute, which would have been 2,271 with XP sharing. Compare that to the Pokemon League strat, and this might actually be a better option. Of course, there is some RNG to getting the battles, but as I said, with re-entering multiple times, the RNG is minimal. You would of course need a very high level Pokemon to defeat all his Pokemon in one shot, so this strategy would probably not be as great until you're at least level 70, and the pickup rare candy method might be better at this point either way. Combining multiple of these strategies could be really good, as you can battle while getting rare candies and go do gym rematches or Wally rematches instead of wasting 30 seconds on resetting trainers on Route 117 for example. After a while fighting Wally, you could come back to Route 117 and they might all be ready to fight again. So if we compare these new spots to the spots from the previous video, we have multiple new ways to get tons of XP and maybe even a strategy that beats the Elite Four. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to dynamic punch the like button, XP share the video, and trade it to your friends to make it level up faster. See you in the next one!